Buckle up. Get out your notepad. This man has some truth bombs to share.
Bad policies and poor leadership have negatively impacted major life issues. Things like abortion, IVF, surrogacy, euthanasia, as well as a growing support for degenerate cultural values in media, all stem from the pervasiveness of disorder. Our own nation is led by a man who publicly and proudly proclaims his Catholic faith, but at the same time is delusional enough to make the sign of the cross during a pro-abortion rally.
Can we just start there? So in the middle of his speech, he just starts going nuclear and is like, hey, so heads up. Our president thinks that he's Catholic. He's not.
He has been so vocal in his support for the murder of innocent babies that I'm sure to many people, it appears that you can be both Catholic and pro-choice. We must always speak and act in charity, but never mistake charity for cowardice.
In another life, Harrison Butker would have been a theologian, like a full-time theologian.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2024, you are sitting at the edge of the rest of your lives. Each of you has the potential to leave a legacy that transcends yourselves and this era of human existence. In the small ways, by living out your vocation, you will ensure that God's church continues and the world is enlightened by your example. For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you.
This is the best part of the speech, by the way. I've watched this clip maybe 20 times and I get something new out of it every single time.
How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world.
I'm gonna cry.
I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her...
There's a lot of great Isabels out there. Shout out. Queen, yes.
Life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
Are you crying? I'm gonna cry. That's so beautiful.
I say all of this to you because I have seen it firsthand, how much happier someone can be when they disregard the outside noise and move closer and closer to God's will in their life. Isabel's dream of having a career might not have come true, but if you asked her today if she has any regrets on her decision, she would laugh out loud without hesitation and say, heck no. If you are dating someone who doesn't even share your faith, how do you expect that person to help you become a saint? If your friend group is filled with people who only think about what you're doing next weekend and are not willing to have those difficult conversations, how can they help sharpen you?
And I just want you to think about the comparison between secular universities and this type of learning environment. Presumably, probably her parents have paid $180,000 for this girl to get her master's in social work, walk across the stage, and rip up her diploma. And she's handcuffed above her head. And this is all supposed to be in protest for Palestine, wearing her keffiyeh over her graduation robe. That's what commencement addresses look like at Columbia right now, while these students scream and whine and rip up their diplomas. Duke University, the commencement speaker was Jerry Seinfeld. But there was a massive student walkout at Duke University's commencement as Jerry Seinfeld started to go up on stage to give his commencement address, which, by the way, had nothing to do with Israel.
So, what's the big deal about commencement?
In 1531, on Christmas Day, Martin Luther said in a sermon, "She is the highest woman," referring to Mary, "and the noblest gem in Christianity after Christ. She is nobility, wisdom, and holiness personified. We can never honor her enough."